Many will tell you federal agents have the boat. What they're not telling you is this. Soulmate didn't wait. While attorneys were filing documents, while witnesses were being interviewed, while search volunteers were combing the shorelines of the Abacos, Soulmate was moving, crossing open water, under a delivery captain, heading toward the United States. And the entire time, it was in motion. Its systems were running, logging, time-stamping, archiving, to servers that exist far beyond the reach of anyone who was ever aboard that vessel. Most people assume a crime scene only generates evidence when investigators are present. This one never stopped generating evidence from the moment it left. That's the part that may have caught Brian Hooker completely off guard, and that's exactly where this investigation begins. Before we go any further into what's on that boat, we need to talk about whose boat it was. Lynette Hooker, 55 years old, a woman who didn't stumble into the life she was living. She built it, deliberately, completely, 4 years aboard Soulmate, moving through open water with the person she loved, documenting the beautiful days and the brutal ones, because she genuinely believed in what they were creating together. She wasn't just a passenger on that vessel. She was the heartbeat of it. Her last caption said she wasn't going anywhere for a while. Her daughter Carly spent her birthday and her first Mother's Day this year without her mother, without a phone call, without a single update from the people investigating her disappearance. That's whose name belongs on every evidence bag being sealed at Fort Pierce right now. May 9th, 2026, the United States Coast Guard seizes Soulmate while it is still en route to the U.S., confirmed by Fox News Digital, independently confirmed by CBS News. The vessel is brought to Coast Guard Station, Fort Pierce, Florida. What happens next is not routine. Evidence is removed in sealed brown manila envelopes. Each one logged, each one documented, with chain of custody paperwork. A processing table is established directly on the dock. Then late in the day, crime scene tape goes up around Soulmate. That tape is not caution, it is a legal declaration. A formal designation that changes everything about what this investigation is and where it is going. CGIS leads this, not the FBI. Maritime specialists who understand this vessel, its systems, its data, its secrets, in ways general law enforcement never could. Here's something most coverage hasn't told you. Soulmate had cameras. A security camera system installed under the bimini, the canopy structure over the cockpit, the outdoor living space, the first place your body occupies the moment you step aboard from the dinghy. That camera had a direct line of sight to the deck, to the companionway leading below, to anyone arriving or moving across that space. Now consider what Brian Hooker's account requires. He says Soulmate sat completely empty from approximately 7:30 p.m. on April 4th until rescue brought him back the following morning. That's the account he gave Bahamian authorities. The account he gave on a recorded call he didn't know was being captured. The account he repeated to NBC, ABC, and CBS the day after his release. If that's true, that camera shows nothing. Dark deck, empty cockpit, an unoccupied boat, but modern live-aboard security systems are built specifically for the periods owners are away. They frequently sync to cloud storage automatically and continuously, which means even if footage was deleted from the device itself, a remote server may already hold everything it recorded. A server CGIS can reach with a federal subpoena. A server that was quietly archiving footage on the night Lynette Hooker disappeared. If you're just finding this case, subscribe to Justice Over Everything. Uncover the truth. Demand justice. Now here's the evidence that most coverage has not fully explained. Brian and Lynette replaced Soulmate's battery system within the last couple of years. And that matters more than most people realize. Modern battery management systems are not simple storage units. They are data-generating machines. Every electrical event aboard that vessel, every light switched on, every freshwater pump activated, every hot water heater fired, every device connected to charge, logged, time-stamped, recorded with precision. Lynette's daughter Carly told investigators something important. Her mother's consistent habit when returning to the boat after a day out was to go below and shower immediately, every single time. Board the boat, go below, shower, get comfortable. That was her routine. If Lynette came back to Soulmate on the night of April 4th, that battery log carries her footprint. And here is where this becomes decisive. There are only two scenarios. The log shows nothing after approximately 4 p.m. Background systems only. Refrigerator cycling. Automatic processes. No human activity. That would be consistent with Brian's account. Or, the log shows lights triggered, water running, hot water engaged, the unmistakable electrical signature of people returning home to their vessel after a full day away. And that would directly contradict every single statement Brian Hooker has made about the night of April 4th. No middle ground, no ambiguity, no coaching the timestamps. The log recorded what happened. CGIS has it now. This case demands attention. Share it. Subscribe to Justice Over Everything. Uncover the truth. Demand justice. But the battery log is not the only system that was running that night. Soulmate carried a Starlink satellite terminal, mounted high on the mast for maximum range. The system that kept Brian and Lynette connected to the world through 4 years of open water cruising. The system Lynette used to post their content. The system that kept their phones, their tablets, their Apple Watches linked to everything. Here is what that terminal does that most people don't know. Any device approaching the boat, any phone, any Apple Watch, connects to Soulmate's Starlink network automatically before it ever physically reaches the hull. The connection happens at range, and it is logged. Both Brian and Lynette had active phones that evening. Both wore Apple Watches linked to those phones. The moment those devices came within range of Soulmate's network on the night of April 4th, that connection was recorded with a precise timestamp. And here's the part that changes everything. Starlink does not store those logs on the vessel. It stores them on SpaceX servers. Cloud infrastructure. SpaceX is a United States company. A federal subpoena served on SpaceX is enforceable in United States courts. Even if every physical device on that boat was wiped, those servers already have the record, waiting to be read. Now let's be honest about something. Forensic scientist Joseph Scott Morgan spoke directly to Fox News Digital about this investigation. His assessment was clear. Investigators are not in an ideal situation. More than a month passed before Soulmate was seized. Biological evidence degrades over time. The vessel sat in warm conditions. A delivery captain crossed with it. Other people were aboard during that crossing. That is a legitimate concern, and this channel will not minimize it. But there is a separate failure in this investigation that has nothing to do with biological evidence. And it demands accountability. The dinghy, the 8-foot Boston whaler that sits at the physical center of Brian Hooker's entire account of the night of April 4th. It remains in Bahamian custody. It has not received a full federal forensic examination. Its surfaces, its oarlock pins, its anchor system, none of it has been processed by CGIS, and the Abacos in surveillance footage from that same night remains under Bahamian investigative authority. Whether it has been shared with CGIS is not publicly confirmed. Both pieces of evidence should be in federal hands. The fact that they are not yet is a failure this investigation cannot afford to sustain. On April 14th, Brian Hooker stood in front of cameras and told ABC News reporters he was not leaving the Bahamas without Lynette, that his sole focus was finding his wife, no matter how likely or unlikely, that it would take a higher authority to make him stop searching. Within hours of saying those words on camera, he was on a plane home. Per all available public reporting, he has not made meaningful contact with Carly Ellsworth or Darlene Hamlet since returning to the United States. He has not sat with them. He has not been the loudest voice demanding that investigators bring his wife home. Brian Hooker has not been charged with any crime. His attorneys maintain his innocence, and we carry that through every episode we cover. But what a person says on camera and what they do within hours of saying it, those are both documented facts, and documented facts do not have an expiration date. Now let every thread in this investigation come together. The camera under the bimini may have recorded who was on that boat. The battery log time-stamped every moment of human activity aboard that vessel. The Starlink servers logged every device that came within range of Soulmate's network on the night of April 4th. Luminol can reveal biological trace on fiberglass weeks after the fact. And Lynette's personal belongings, her aquamarine bathing suit cover-up, her royal blue headscarf, her Apple Watch, if any of those items are found on that boat when Brian's account requires them to be at the bottom of the Sea of Abacos, that requires no laboratory, no expert testimony, no forensic interpretation, just the undeniable fact of their presence. Here's what makes that significant. The Sea of Abacos is approximately 15 feet deep, clear water, searched thoroughly, from the surface, from below, and from the air. Every fisherman, every diver, every person with professional knowledge of those waters says the same thing. That sea gives things back. It has been 38 days. It has returned nothing connected to Lynette. Not one item, not one personal effect. If she is not in that water, she is somewhere else. And the evidence being processed right now at Fort Pierce may tell investigators exactly where to look. We do not yet know what the camera recorded. We do not know what the battery log shows. We do not know what the Starlink servers hold. We do not know what the dinghy would reveal if federal agents ever get their hands on it. We do not know where Lynette is. What we know is this. The boat that was present on the night of April 4th is now in federal hands. The systems that were running that night are being read by people trained to read exactly this kind of evidence. The data that survived 38 days and hundreds of miles of open ocean is being processed right now on a dock in Fort Pierce, Florida. Carly Ellsworth spent her birthday and her first Mother's Day without her mother, without a single answer. Lynette Hooker was 55 years old. She built a life on the water because she chose it. Fully, deliberately, with everything she had. She deserves answers. Her family deserves answers. And when this investigation moves, justice over everything will be here. Every development, every result, every piece of this case that enters the public record. His case demands attention. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe to Justice Over Everything. Uncover the truth. Demand justice.